guys, so I'm going to try something different this morning. I'm in my little office area that I'm working on. That's why this blindingly pale lavender desk. Don't ask me why I painted my desk. But I did have like a cloth on here, but my cat decided to lay all over it, so it had Norma hair. So I have to wash that. But anyway, so I'm going to start and do something and try to get into a routine. So maybe somebody else is having that issue where they're needing to be in a routine. But also, so this morning, the colors green and gold for some reason were coming up to me in my meditation. So I don't know if somebody is having, you know, those colors being meaning to them. Okay. Let's see. So as this energy of whoever this is, we have the Fool. Okay, so maybe you are somebody who is having those feelings of like a new beginning, or you're kind of doing things in a, you know, in a carefree or, you know, beginner mind. Let's see. I'm going to clarify that. This because they have the Princess, the King of Cups. That's my favorite. All right, so maybe there's somebody's feeling like they're having a new start in some way, and that new start is in some sort of situation where they feel a little bit more control of their emotions, right? Somebody's able to kind of look at things in a more mature emotional aspect. Okay, and then the area that we need to work on, or the situation, we have the Tower. Let's clarify that one. Oh, well, now we have the King of Swords. Okay, so maybe we need to be a little bit more decisive, or and what we think of as towers, right? What we think of when things like this happen. So maybe there's situations in our life that we felt like were life or death, or we felt like were kind of tearing us down, or maybe we just kind of are one of those people that needs to be a little bit more discerning, because I'm not seeing the Tower in a negative way, especially since we have like the Sun, and but I feel like it's somebody is taking the aspect of those areas where they feel that, you know, the foundation is crumbling or wherever, and they're gaining some sort of wisdom from it. Okay, then we have the Sun and the High Priestess as our energy of what's helping us, what is you know, our resources, or our assets, people around us, energy around us, what have you. Or it could be situations that bring us joy, and we're finding ways to find the joy and the happiness in things intuitively. So as that being like an asset, I feel like we're understanding what true happiness really means. So maybe in these areas where before, you know, we would kind of like look at different situations and think of them as a bad thing, or, you know, that was ripping our life apart, or really kind of shocked us. We're using our ability to discern what that actually means, and then getting the meaning out of it, And we really have the ability to kind of tap into that inner self and kind of find that inner happiness. The aspect of, and I don't know why I get this all the time, but like, and I don't really mention it, but like maybe somebody feels like something that they're looking for or some type of situation isn't working out for them, or it seems like, you know, you're trying to do something or you're trying to progress somewhere and it feels like you're stepping backwards. I kind of have those moments. But I feel like somebody needs to know that sometimes being the just being part of the movement, part of the situation, maybe something that you're doing is helping somebody else be that part. You know what I mean? I feel like just like we have, you know, moments where we're all in the wheel. Oh, there is Kali as death with the Six of Pentacles. So that's even take balance. So I feel like somebody is having a transformation where they are kind of being understanding what balance is. And that goes along with what I was just saying or trying to say, that I feel like sometimes, you know, we look at the wheel and we understand that that happens, right? We're at a point in our life where we understand that, you know, there are things that come up on the wheel that maybe we've dealt with before, or we can anticipate something coming up. And since we've been through these certain things, we've matured in a way that we understand how to deal with that when it comes. But also, sometimes we need to understand that when these cycles or things happen, and it might not seem like something that we want it to happen, we are part of a bigger thing, right? We're not just like, you know, the thing, the person, you know what I mean? But maybe your actions or the part that you play helps uplift somebody else, or it helps uplift the whole. So maybe in those moments where we kind of feel like, you know, things aren't really going as planned, or we overthink those things and we think that maybe, you know, oh, I'm doing the wrong thing, or this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. But deep down inside, you feel that you're supposed to be doing it, right? But it's not going like, you know, some big miraculous thing that you want to happen isn't happening. Maybe that's because that's just not what's supposed to happen right now. Maybe the thing that you're doing isn't supposed to be this grand, huge thing. It's just part of the wheel. It's part of the process that allows somebody else to have that moment, right? Because we all need to like share this world and this energy, right? And otherwise, what's the point? So I feel like that's what somebody's going through right now, is there's kind of like a beginner aspect, but in this new beginner aspect that we have, we're kind of more mature emotionally, and we're learning to kind of go with the flow and understand what it means when things kind of feel like they're crashing down around us, and we're able to kind of pick out those things that really matter to us and really bring us happiness, not the big flashy things that we think we want. It's the being able to do those things, or it's the emotions we get through doing these actions, or it's seeing somebody else get the gratitude and excitement about something, and then understanding that and is part of the balance. Then it's part of our transformation, because we all kind of affect each other in this world. You know, when one of us does good in this world, and one that energy kind of brings more to somebody else, it motivates, it expands our situations. It also exemplifies, is that the right word? I don't know. It also increases that good energy for others to enjoy. So I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards. I'm going to be quick today just because I got kids to get on the bus. So I thought I'd do a Moonology oracle because, you know, we just had that eclipse, the new moon energy. Okay, so balsamic moon, time for healing. So maybe somebody's going through some healing moments, but in general, like, you know, when things don't always go exactly how we want them to, or when we, you know, things are kind of up in the air, that's a time for healing as well. It's a time where we can kind of you know, realize that you know, we need those spaces where things aren't so exciting to kind of like catch our breath, right? So I'm going to do a crystal angel oracle because I like the sayings on these cards. I think they're cute. So, all right. Oh, I got 2. All right. We got Malachite with prosperity, which that one's been coming out for me lately. So I'm hoping, because I'm gonna need it. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. And then we have watermelon tourmaline, which this one is my watermelon rubellite, I believe. Yes, something like that. But this is for stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need to rest, recharge, and revive. Maybe somebody's trying to tell me something. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. I might do a little bit more later. I'm not sure. I'm working on a bunch of things, and I'm trying to get into a routine, and I hope this meant something for somebody today, and have a good day.